Hey, hello, happy New Year's Eve. Can you believe it is the last day, the last night of 2017? How has 2017 been for you? Did you make resolutions? I want to hear about it. How is your weather? Let me know how your weather is. It is so cold where I am. I think we're down around 6 or 7 degrees right now. It is so incredibly cold outside. If you're watching from somewhere warmer, send me some warmth, please. Hey, I'm Sherry Dias-Malott with Glam Lashes Galore, and I love to help teach women how to use makeup with confidence so that they can see beauty as ageless. And I wanted to come on. We're staying in for New Year's Eve, and I thought, why not do my final live video of 2017? Because 2017 was huge for me. And I think the reason it was huge was because I decided it was going to be huge. So you see, I don't make resolutions anymore. Does anyone make resolutions? Do resolutions work for you? Maybe they work for you. Maybe I'm the only one they don't work for. But I sort of stopped doing resolutions. I stopped making them, I don't know, I stopped making them last year and maybe even the year prior. And last year I tried something different. So I want to share with you what I tried and what worked for me. And sometimes I think our minds, I know our minds are so powerful, right? I've really adopted the mindset, and I'm trying to teach my kids this too. Don't say things if you don't want your mind to go there, because the mind is so powerful. If you put powerful thoughts, if you put positive things into your mind, you will follow that pathway. It is amazing to see it happen. I have done this for the last year, and it has been life changing for me. But I don't make resolutions anymore, and you know, really, the odds are against us. As humans, the odds are against us for resolutions. I think I read something like 8% or fewer people actually follow through with their resolutions. And they have a date. I think there's an actual day in January or maybe early February where most people have already stopped or given up or quit on their resolutions. You know, it's a great idea. It's a nice thing to think about. You know, it's a new year. It's a fresh start. We can all do something differently. Maybe we don't like things that happen in the past. Some we can control, and some we can't, because life happens, right? Life always just keeps happening. But there is a lot that we can control, and so much of that is in our mind and in our thought process and in the way that we talk to ourselves. If you put negative things into your mind, into your words, into your Facebook posts, they don't lift you up. They may make you feel better temporarily because you can vent and you can, you know, we all need to express how we feel. Nobody feels good when they pin those things up inside. But if you challenge yourself and try to put forward things that are more positive and more optimistic and uplifting, whether they're Facebook posts or they're things that you say about yourself. Maybe it's about the way you do your makeup. Maybe it's your hair. Maybe it's the size that you're wearing right now. I have, you know, skin breakouts all the time. I have good skin days and bad skin days, good hair days, bad hair days. It's just life, right? But if you tear yourself down with your thoughts and your words, what does it do? It tears you down. I want to tell you what I did this last year, and I want to tell you what worked for me. I reframed the way that I thought about what I wanted to do. And it was just a year ago, right before New Year's Eve, that I was having these big, huge dreams about what I wanted to do. And I didn't know how I was going to get there. But I am really, really good at taking baby steps, at trying one thing, and if it doesn't work, you know, I tweak something and then I try something else. I knew I wanted to do live video. I knew that I had so much to share, both with teaching women how to use makeup so that they feel better about their techniques and maybe playing up their strengths and diminishing anything that they don't like about their features. My whole life I've disliked having brown eyes. And really, in just the last few years, I'm 52. It's taken me all my life to start appreciating the eyes that I was given. I have my father's eyes, his Romanian mother's eyes. But why did I spend most of my life, being so disappointed in what I was given? I lost all that time when I could have appreciated things. And it was all in my framework. It was all in my mindset. Well, resolutions, it's the same way. We all have things that we want to do. Lose weight, drink more water, eat more healthy food, be a better mom, be a better dad, spend more time with our kids, take trips, pay off debt, whatever it is, that we all have things that we want to do. But I feel like a resolution is so big. And it's a great idea, and it's put out there, and it's fabulous because we have something that we want in our life. And that's never a bad thing because we always want to be better. Most of us, right? We always want to try harder and be better versions of ourselves. I know I do. So I started looking at goals. It's just a different word, right? But a goal is different because when you have a goal, I feel like there's more of a timeline or an outline to get there. Like, when you're in school and you had to write a paper and you had to do the outline for it. Oh my gosh, has that changed so much now? I can't even keep up with my youngest who's in middle school on how they do their outlines. One of my kids when they're in school, they looked at it as a hamburger. So you have a top bun and a bottom bun, and then you have maybe a patty of meat, then maybe you have, lettuce, maybe you have cheese, and that was how you constructed your essay or your paper that you were writing. You had a beginning and a middle and an end. You had steps to making that hamburger patty. You had steps to making an essay. I feel like goals are really the same thing. Because when you say, I want to lose 10 pounds, my goal is to lose 10 pounds. Okay, that's an awesome goal, but what do I need to do to get there? Do I need to lose 1 pound a week? Do I need to walk 30 minutes every day? Do I need to drink more water? Do I need to add a salad to my meal every day? There's different goals that you want to, or different steps that you want to put into that goal to get there. So now, I don't make resolutions anymore. I make goals. I have some really big goals for 2018. I'm so excited about my goals. But here's the other thing. I'm going to write them down. I have a beautiful new planner. If you love office supply stuff like I love, getting a new planner is fabulous. I actually watched Coach Glitter on her Facebook page talk about a new planner and pens, and so I loved the one that she showed, and I actually ordered it from Amazon. It is gorgeous, and I'm so excited to start writing down my goals and my steps to achieve these goals over the next few weeks, the next few months. I believe once you start to envision your goals, you see them differently. A resolution, and maybe it's just that it's habit or tradition, that when people make resolutions, they break them. Goals to me are much more important because my goals come from my heart. To follow any goal and to get there and make that goal happen, it really has to be something that you want. It has to be something that comes from your heart. I'm very consistent when I set a goal for myself. I am very consistent about taking baby steps to make that goal happen. Am I afraid? Sometimes some goals are really scary. I can't tell you how terrified I was to do live video. And now it's so funny because 12 months ago, 1 year ago, I look back and I think, what was I so scared of? I think I didn't know how. Maybe I thought no one would watch. Maybe I wondered what people were going to say. But really, does any of that matter? I found a place to learn how to do live video. I took a class. I learned amazing tips. I learned how to take baby steps. I learned how to create the content. I learned how to create a set. I learned how to do everything, and it was broken into baby steps. I can do baby steps all day long. When you're consistent and you take baby steps, whether it's a goal to lose weight, a goal to maybe become an entrepreneur and start a business, maybe you have a goal to get a new car or take a family vacation or change jobs. Here's some goals that are really big, right? Really big. Some are really scary. I think that if your goals don't scare you, they aren't big enough. Your big dreams, if they don't scare you, they're not big enough. It's okay to dream bigger. Some of my goals are small, some of them are really big. But when you write them down and you start looking at them, they're tangible. There's something about the written word on paper. There's something about looking at it. It's more real. It's more there. I mean, it's tangible. It's something that you choose, that you want to make happen. If you have goals, write them down. Figure out what steps to take to get there. Figure out the goals that are important to you. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could be 1, 2, 3 goals. Something that you want in your life. You can get there if you write it down and you make a plan and you figure out how to break it into small chunks. I remember when my boys, I have 2 boys that are older and a daughter who's younger, and I remember when they were going into high school and they had these big papers, and some of the classes they'd have a big paper at the end of a semester or the end of the year, and I kept going, oh, please don't wait to the end, right? Who's waited to the very last minute to write a paper that you maybe it's a subject you don't enjoy, maybe it's a topic you don't really enjoy. We've all had to do that, right? We all have projects, maybe around the house or in life or in work, that you have to do that you don't enjoy. But you know that if you spend, whether it's 15 minutes a day or 3 times a week or, 10 times a month working on that goal, those little baby steps add up. And you see progress. And then when you see progress and you feel good about your progress, you want to do more, right? If you have a goal that is important to you and it's something from your heart that you really want, whether it's big, medium, or little, when you put it on paper and you attack it a little bit at a time and you make it a priority, a little bit each day, a little bit each week, a little bit each month, you start to continue to do it because you're seeing progress and you're feeling good and you're lifting yourself up. The problem with resolutions for me is I always felt badly about myself when I broke them. And if you're a mom or a wife or a sister or a daughter, there is just enough guilt about what we don't get done. Who needs more guilt? I don't. That's an ongoing struggle with me, and I'm getting better, but I am a work in progress. I still have guilt about, I wanted to have this big fancy meal when my family was here, and we were going to make this big prime rib dinner. Okay, well, it didn't happen. Maybe it'll happen next time. You have things that you want to do, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. There are always hiccups and bumps in the road. But when you have a goal and you write it down and you continue to work at it day after day or week after week, you can make a difference. You can make progress. What I'm trying to tell you is avoid setting yourself up for failure and avoid setting yourself up for not meeting that resolution. Set yourself a goal. Think of a goal. What is something that you want to do? Something that is important to you. Something that really would make your heart happy. Make that a goal for 2018. Funny thing about time is it just keeps moving, right? I think about all these resolutions that I had year after year after year, and I never met them because I didn't follow through. I didn't write them down. They weren't perhaps the most important goal to me. They sounded sort of nice when I would think, oh, what's a resolution for this year? This is it. Okay. And it was just sort of a side comment. It wasn't something I was passionate about. I have found that when I set a goal and I really want to attack it, I can do some really amazing things if I break it into smaller pieces. It's amazing what we can do as humans when we are driven and we are working from a place of something that is really important to us. We can make things happen. So think of your goals for 2018. There's so many things that we can do. There's so much that we can share. And if you change the way that you think about what you put out into the world and what you put into your head, if you keep it positive and you don't beat yourself up, give yourself the grace to know that it's okay. We all have bad days. We all have bad weeks. I've had bad years, back-to-back bad years. But it's not forever, and it will pass. And now you're back on your feet, and what are you going to do with your time? Time is so short. My kids are growing up so fast. It is absolutely tearing my heart out how fast time is going. And I just turned 52 this year, and I want you to know, you're never too old to go after a dream. One of the best things my father ever told me, if you're not happy, change. Change where you're living, change where you're working, change habits you don't like, change people in your life that aren't giving you what you need. If you're the one who always gives to others and you are not getting that back, maybe you need to rethink who you spend your time around. Don't be the one who is always giving to others and not receiving back. Because there are people in the world who are givers and there are people who are takers. And we all know people on both sides of that aisle. I feel like people that come into our life all serve a purpose, whether to teach us something or to tell us something. Don't get sucked in to someone else who only takes from you and doesn't give back. Make that one of your goals of what you owe yourself, because you are worthy of someone who gives back to you as much as you give to them. Something that I've learned over the years, and I wish I knew it when I was younger, is it's so good to have boundaries, whatever your boundaries may be. I am a very caring and loving and generous person, and I love to be around people. But sometimes some people aren't the best fit for me because they recognize that I am so giving and free and, wanting to help. And sometimes that's not reciprocated back. And that's okay. Not everyone works that way, right? Give back to those who love you so much and give to you so much. Make them a priority in 2018. Make them a goal. Make them a goal to work on that relationship. Work on things that give you happiness and fill your soul, whether it's your friends, your family. Sometimes family isn't always blood related, right? Sometimes family, as a Navy wife, we've moved around. I've lived in 11 states. So many times our family has been the neighbors that had all of us over to Thanksgiving when none of us could travel home for Thanksgiving. Or it's a babysitter that became part of your family over the years. Now she's an adult and she's like family. Family can mean so many different things. I want you to think of 2018 as a fresh start if you've been in a bad place. A fresh start with those around you, a fresh start with those in your life, a fresh start with anything that you want to accomplish that's important to you. Don't make it a resolution if it doesn't work for you like it doesn't work for me. Why keep doing it, right? I'm all about, work smarter, not harder. Maybe trying to change the way that you think of the words, because I really believe those words that you use, when you internalize them and they become part of your vocabulary, they become part of your Facebook post, they become part of your language with your friends and family, they become the things that you write in your planner, the goals, the things you want to achieve, the things that you have, the dreams. Do you have a vision board? Do you have dreams in your life of places you want to go and things you want to do? Start looking at those and see, well, what kind of time frame? Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could take that trip to Italy. Maybe I could start a business that I've always dreamed about starting. Maybe we could move to a warmer climate. Whatever your dream is, whatever things you have that fill your soul, look at them. It's a great time to look back and say, what worked in 2017? What didn't work? What do I want in the future? What's a 1-year plan or a 3-year plan or a 5-year plan? It's a great time to start doing these things and to dream big. You're never too old to start. You're never too old to change. You're never too old to start over. I'm 52 and I'm just now living dreams that I have because I put my career dreams on hold for 20 years to raise my kids while we followed my husband's career. I don't regret it one bit because that was a choice that I made. And I'm lucky that I had a choice, that I was able to make that choice. But now, like, who am I? Right? I've been a Navy wife for 23 years. I've been mom to 3 kids. But who am I? I'm just now finding myself, and it feels amazing. And I just want to share that with any of you watching. You're never too old. You can start your dreams whenever you want. You just need to start. I hope you all have a fabulous and safe last evening of 2017. I'm so incredibly thankful to share this online space with all of you for coming here and lifting me up, because you all are part of what has made my 2017 absolutely amazing. I am so incredibly grateful. I hope you can see that in my videos, in my posts, that I am so appreciative. And I hope that I can give back just a fraction of what I have received from all of you viewers. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here. Have a fabulous, fabulous 2017. Have a very safe New Year's Eve. And I hope that 2018 starts off to be an amazing year for you. Write down your goals. Think of your dreams. Whether you journal or you use a planner, write it down. Look at what you can make happen. You can start tomorrow. Dream big. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy your friends and family and be safe. And Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for supporting Glam Lashes Galore. And I'm Sherry Dias-Malott, and I just am so appreciative. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Goodbye.